everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today it's going to be a study video where I'll be telling you class 8th English poem number 1, The Ant and the Cricket. So first of all we are going to do the reading. Second we are going to see the summary. Last but not the least we are going to see the question answers. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. If you want more such videos you can tell me in the comment section. I'll surely look into it. And now let's start with today's class. As I told you, first let's do the reading and then the summary. The Ant and the Cricket. A fable is a story often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. "Oh, what will become," says the cricket, "of me? At last by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow." Says the ant to the cricket, "I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm?" Quoth the cricket, "Not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night. For all nature looked gay, you sang, sir, you say. Go then," says the ant, "and dance the winter away." Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable, I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs and some have two. Adapted from Aesop's fable. We have done reading, let's come to the summary. There was once a foolish cricket who danced and sang in the warm days. He did not collect any food for the rainy days. Time passed and winter arrived. When he opened his cupboard, he saw that there was no food. He was worried that he would die due to starvation. So he went to his friend ant and said that if he could borrow a mouthful of grain and he would return it tomorrow. The ants said, "We ants never borrow nor we lend." Then the ants asked the cricket, "Didn't he save any food for the winter?" The cricket replied that the weather was very fine, so he sang day and night. On hearing this, the ants said that, "Then go dance the winter away." Saying this hastily, the ants opened their door and turned the cricket out of their house. So the moral of the story is that one must work hard and save for their rainy days. If you live without work, you live without food. Now question and answers are left. All the textbook questions you can see on the screen. I'll be writing the answers on the whiteboard. So the first question is, the cricket says, "Oh, what will become of me?" When does he say it and why? So I've written the answer over here. Let me read it out. The cricket says this when winter sets in. He says this because he had saved nothing for the rainy days. He had nothing to eat, so he would die due to starvation. So this is the answer of the first question. So the second question has two parts. The first part is, find in the poem the lines that mean the same as neither a borrower nor a lender be. So the answer is that we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. These are the same lines. The second part is, what is your opinion of the ants principle? So you can write it in your own words. You can also imagine, you can write your own thoughts. The answer is, I feel that their principle had a solid logic, as borrowing and lending spoils friendship. The question is, the ant tells the cricket to dance the winter away. Do you think the word dance is appropriate here? If so, why? So here is what the answer I have wrote. The word dance is appropriate here. It is used as a satire on the idleness of the cricket. Question of the textbook exercise: For question number 4, it has two parts. The first part is which line in the poem express the poet's comment, read them aloud. So they're asking in this whole poem when does the poet expresses his view on this whole poem. So that is going to be the last paragraph, second two lines. There you will find the answer, but I have written already on the board. Simply have to write down the last two lines of the poem, which are: folks call this a fable, I will warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs and some have two. Question number 4, second part is write the comment in your own words. A poet says that this poem is not an imaginary one. He can prove it true as there are different kinds of cricket. He also meant to say that people who do not work hard and save during good time are foolish like cricket. By two-leg cricket, he meant to say humans who waste their time in merrymaking and are not prepared for adverse situations. Recall what we did in this chapter. So we did the reading, we did the summary, and we also did the textbook question answers, which were 4, and this whole thing completes our chapter, the ant and the cricket. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to do these 3 things: subscribe, like and comment. Be happy, be safe. I will meet in my next video soon. Till then, bye.